You're taking too long to reach the scene. We're sending another unit.
So the insurance looks okay. Now the question being is, are we happy that this is the female that drives this car? Definitely the registered keeper on all the information here. So hair isn't necessarily a giveaway for these things. You're looking at the facial structure as well, in terms of whether or not we think this is the same person.
Your shift is over, officer.
And I would say, looking at the facial structure, yes, she is. So we'll get her out for a
to leave your car,
alcohol and drug test, mainly drugs because of the selling narcotics previous. And if she's nothing else, due to her previous for selling narcotics, we'll ticket her and we'll seize her vehicle. Good way of disrupting criminality on the streets.
Of alcohol.
Nothing alcohol-wise.
I'm just collecting a sample to see if you've used any drugs while driving.
Nothing drug-wise today, so we'll ticket her and we'll recover our vehicle for having an expired.
Here's a ticket for
plate.
having an expired license plate. That should be between $50 and $250.
Really? That's so much money.
Yeah, sorry about that. And we can request a vehicle removal here. Should be an officer wandering around on foot patrol somewhere. Here they come. Drive her vehicle away.
It's fine. Have a nice day.
Lovely, disrupt a bit of criminality there. And then we're off, and we need to go and find a police precinct to close our shift down. What have we got on the map here? Sometimes you get a little bit lost when you've been driving around looking for things. $55 for that traffic stop. So small, short traffic stops like that don't get you a huge amount of points. I think they're a little bit more satisfying in dealing with collisions, but collisions are the ones that really do build up points for you. So we're right at the edge of our jurisdiction here, so we're going to definitely have to take a right. See if we can find a police precinct we can close our shift down on. I find the slower you go around corners and manoeuvre, you can get a nice smooth kind of transition around corners instead of that jerky movement that unfortunately comes with driving these vehicles. Just kind of rolling your thumb across the steering stick so that otherwise you get that jerky movement we're getting now. And it looks like there's a police precinct over to our left there. I presume that's either Alcombe or something similar. I know it's the Baytown precinct, but we might not be able to close our shift down there. So we probably want to go to Alcombe. So upright, and we might have to turn around actually. I'll have to do that. Probably find there's one-way systems and things like that coming around the other side of Alcombe. Makes it a bit difficult to get to it from the direction that you would think on the map. Ooh. Right through a red light, that one. Now, we should be alright to deal with this. Excuse me. No gun permit, Franklin resident, expired ID, bit of previous for some traffic offences, female driver.
I stopped you because you blew through a red light.
Another car was honking, so I got distracted.
License and registration, please.
Yes, officer. There you go.
Bit of flash, 100-yard dash. Now we can see here, this is a good example of where the driver clearly does not match the ID. So this Julia Moore person who's the registered keeper of this vehicle. Let's have a look, focusing license plate. No, so the license plate we've stopped is Yuko Barrera, who is obviously our driver. The ID she's produced is a truck driver called Julia Moore, and she's clearly Afro-Caribbean. So she's got fake ID, stolen ID on her, so she's going to be arrested for that. Now you've got a little mark up there, green crumbs on this person's shirt, which suggests she may be under the influence of drugs. So we're going to have her
Out of
get
your
out
car
of the
and
vehicle.
move to the sidewalk, please.
And we'll be doing drug tests because she's going to get arrested anyway for stolen ID. If the ID exists and is actually on the computer system and they produce it and it's not them, it's stolen. If it doesn't exist on the computer system, it's just blank, says wanted, it's fake ID.
I'm just taking a sample to see if you've been drinking and driving.
Well, obviously we'll cite her for the red light, or we'll arrest her for the red light as well. Nothing alcohol-wise. I guess we're going to get a cannabis or
I'll
a
take a
THC
sample to
indicator.
check if you've taken drugs before driving.
No, she's not over for THC, but when we search her we might find something. So at the moment we're going to arrest her for producing stolen ID, and what we'll do is we'll add the citation for
You're
ignoring
being
a red light
arrested.
as well.
I won't say anything before I've talked to my lawyer.
We might find that she's in possession of drugs here, so she might have too much drugs on her.
Put your hands up slowly, please. I'm going to search you.
If you wait too long after the shift's ended, you won't get points for doing things like this, but when somebody commits an offence as blatant as that, you're going to have to do something, I think. Handgun in her possession, and if we go back to the car, who is clearly our driver, she's got no gun permit, so I'm going to arrest her for having no gun permit and see if the game picks up on the fact that
The
she
reason
hasn't
you're
got
under
one.
arrest is because you're carrying a gun without a valid permit.
Please, don't do that.
Right, let's see if there's any cannabis in the vehicle. We'll do a proper interior inspection on this one, see what comes up. Just offset to the little circles there. So she got 0.25 of marijuana. Let's see if she's got any more. Goes over an ounce and she's arrestable for that. Missing some bits from her car as well by the look of it. Just a high-vis vest. An ounce of marijuana, so she is 1.25 ounces of marijuana, so she's definitely going to be coming in for that as well. See if there's any more on this side of the car. Another ounce of marijuana, so she's got 2.25 ounces of marijuana, so she's definitely coming in for that. Where are we? Narcotics, possessing drugs.
The
and
reason
excessive
why you're under
cannabis.
arrest is because you're carrying too much cannabis on you.
Please, officer!
So stolen ID, too much cannabis, the red light offence. It is her car. Oh, her ID's expired, but she hasn't produced an expired ID, so we'll leave that. Let's
I
get
need
a
some
rush
backup here
transport down here.
to take a suspect into custody.
Understood. We're sending the closest transport to your location.
So we'll see if the game gives us points for this, or whether we've been playing too long to get away with that. And there'll be 2 officers in that, so we'll get them to get the vehicle taken away from us as well.
Take the suspect into custody.
An
Please
officer will be
cooperate and come with
dispatched
me
to
to the
handle the
patrol
vehicle
car.
removal.
There it
At
comes.
your
Oh, it's 2 of
service,
them.
officer.
Twins, obviously both well involved in policing. Stop, 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 stop! Oh, blimey. No gun permit. Oh, this looks legit. She's going to run me over then. And then we've still got our marker to take us to our Combi police station. So we'll loop in the road, head back to our Combi.
Could be related.
We did get points for that. I imagine if we did another stop now, we'd probably lose points. Or not lose points, but wouldn't get awarded points because the shift's long over. Keep an eye peeled for any graffiti artists, just so we can see the reaction from that. Wonder if we're going to lose points for turning on red here. Let's have a look. Yeah, all the red lights. That's a turning on red light offence, but there's nobody crossing. I'll take 2 points for that. So our Combi police station or police precinct is in a one-way street, so it's sometimes quite difficult to access. Driving too fast, only a 15-mile-an-hour speed limit. Very slow. Built up areas. Car parked on the pavement there with 2 wheels up on the pavement. Could be a citation. Burger Heaven there. I'm a little bit hungry, so we might just nip into Burger Heaven.
Filled up with gas, safe path. Cars took off to Harvard Square.
There we go. New point of interest. Get our order in. Hopefully they'll deliver it to us at the precinct.
Your shift
Burger
is
Heaven's
well
one
back
that,
now, officer.
there we go, there's that
Return to the
alert
police
for
station immediately.
We'll just ascertain off the detective sergeant there if he still
Get
wants
some
us
food,
to
hopefully.
attend the given location.
somebody who's on transfer from the Australian Police Service, obviously. If there's any other points of interest we can pick up while we're driving through. This would be another good place for graffiti artists, I imagine. What's in there? Ah, Security Solutions. There's the SECAR group somebody we were looking for earlier, so we'll just park up on the pavement and nip down to SECAR and mark that as a point of interest, hopefully. Unless it's the back, might be the back side of SECAR. I wonder if it's around the front. Yeah. Oh, Brick and Mortar, look, there we go. Oh, that's a drinking lounge. Is this the front side of the SECAR group? Just a, looks like it might have gone bust. SECAR's normally a point of interest, so quite one that hasn't marked up, I don't know. It's around the front here, I don't know. Don't think there's any other way of getting around there. Let's have a look through this alleyway here. No, just apartment buildings, so we'll have to leave that one for the day.
One in a gray hoodie, in his early 20s, heavyweight.
There we go, losing points for driving too fast again. Now if we were middle shift I'd park it with the back in so we'd get away at speed, but we're finished with our shift, so clear the vehicle out later.
As a patrol officer, your duty never really ends.
So thanks again for listening. Hopefully that progressive action. We didn't get any graffiti artists, but we'll look out for them on the next shift. And feel free to check me out on YouTube, Bright on the Beat, and hopefully it'll give you some tips on the initial stages of the game.